A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to movie part 6 for the topic of formatting our research papers or assignments. I want to keep my promise because in movie 5, I said that after the research proposal, we need to make adjustment to the format or the layout of our proposal a little bit or our paper a little bit before we before we analyze the data, and then we integrate chapter 4 research results or finding, chapter 5 discussion, and chapter 6 conclusion, limitations or further study, or something like that. So we need to reformat our proposal before too much more is added to our final report. And you will see the rationales why the format for our research proposal need to be fine-tuned a little bit, need to be adjusted a little bit. So as you can see, so far we have constructed a cover page. This is the cover page. It's supposed to be the first page ever. So, and we can see chapter 1 introduction is on this page. So it's on page 2. If I add a page number, it is on page 2. So chapter 1 introduction is not supposed to be on page 2. It's not supposed to be on an even page number, page 2, page 4, or page 6, or something like that. Chapter 1 is supposed to be on an odd number page. It's supposed to be on page 1. It must be on page 1 because page 1 starts from chapter 1 introduction. So I need to insert a blank page here. I need to, as I said, I need to turn on the paragraph symbol. As you can see, this is what we have done. This is a section break, next page, and chapter 1 introduction is here, and then we have we have broken the link between chapter 1 and chapter 2 because of this notification. So I want to add a blank page on page 2 so that chapter 1 introduction will move to page 3, which is an odd number page. That's what we want. How do we do that, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, I put the cursor here. So my cursor is here. I can hit enter on my keyboard. So now I can go to insert what? Insert a blank page. You can see a new page is already added here. It's already added here. So you can see the page number, and then page break, section break, next page. And now chapter 1 introduction moves to page number 3. For our convenience, we need to add a page number. So I also tell you how to add a page number here. So we can go to basically we can go to insert. We go to page number. I prefer putting the page number on the top of the page, and right hand side I go to plain number 3. So right now I can see I double click in order to get out of the page number mode. So page 1 is added to the cover page. Page 2 is added to the blank page, and page 3 is added to the chapter 1 introduction. But as you can tell, chapter 1 introduction starts from page number 1. So we need to fix the problem. So you go down. It's page 4, page 5, etc. So we want to start page 1 on chapter 1 introduction. How do we do that? We can highlight the page 3, and highlight it. Make sure you highlight, ladies and gentlemen. I highlight it. I go to here, the ribbon, page number. I click on the arrow, and I click on format page numbers. So you can see page number format. Number format is Arabic, numerical. That is correct. 1, 2, 3. Page numbering, continue from previous section. You can see the feature continue from previous section is highlighted. That is why we see page number 3 here, because page 3 continue from page 2 and page 1 above. So I want to check start at page 1, and I click OK. Right now our introduction start from page 1. Let's double check. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's check our introduction right now. Start from page 1. Let's check page 2. Page 2, literature review. Page 3, research methodology. Page 4, reference, etc. So everything is right. Everything is right. So after we have added the page number, so what is next? What is next? So next step would be reformat chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, something like that. As I said before, we add more content to our research paper. We need to reformat. So I'll explain that concept in a moment. So let's go to the tab, page layout tab, and you can go to margin and don't click on the down arrow. Click on margin and you can go to custom margin. So that's one way. Or if you don't like that way and I prefer another way, now we are on page layout tab. So you go to the down arrow here in the page setup group. You click on it. So the same dialog box is displayed by Microsoft Word. So this is the margin. Margin top left, gutter, orientation, portrait, landscape, pages, multiple pages, preview, apply to, and set as default, OK, and cancel. So this is a little gem, ladies and gentlemen. This is a little diamond. Multiple pages. It's set to normal. And if you look at the margin, top is 1 inch, bottom is 1 inch, left is 1 inch, right is 1 inch. So everything is 1 inch. So this is the superstar, the multiple pages here. So I click on this. Now I choose mirror margin, and you will see what this concept means in a moment. What does the concept of mirror margins mean? So I don't change top, bottom, outside, but I will increase the inside margin from 1 inch to 1.5 inches. This is the recommended margin for the margin that is close to the spine, that is close to the parts of the document that you're gonna staple, that you're gonna bind, that you're gonna punch holes. So we have top, 1 inch, the same. Bottom 1 inch, it's the same. Outside margin 1 inch and the same. Inside margin, I want to explain the concept of inside margin. Inside margin refer to the margin that is close to the spine. In other words, the margin that is close to the part of your A4 paper or your document that you're gonna staple, or you're gonna punch holes because you want to put your document in a binder, or you want to glue. And you know that gluing a book can be a little bit more expensive. So that's what we mean by inside. Okay, that's somehow I explained the concept of mirror already. However, ladies and gentlemen, if I go back to the previous setup, no more. So you don't see the word inside and outside. You're gonna see top, bottom, left, and right. However, if you turn to mirror margin, okay, you click on this, okay, you're gonna see inside. Now we set to 1.5 centimeter. So that's good to go. Let's click OK and see what happened. So before we click OK, ladies and gentlemen, apply to Microsoft Word asks us, what do you want, the new page setup? This is the adjusted page setup. It's a new page setup that we are doing. Apply to what? And if you click on it, apply to this section. In other words, apply to only the page that we have the cursor on. Okay, if you choose this section, it's gonna apply the new page setup. The new layout gonna be applied to only the page where our cursor is currently on. So if you choose a whole document, the whole document consisting of the cover page and the last page of the document gonna be affected. I don't want to change everything. I just want to change this point forward. Okay, let's click OK and let's see what happened. So, ladies and gentlemen, since my cursor is since my cursor is on the cover page, so it affects from the cover page. You can see everything has changed, but that is not what I want, ladies and gentlemen. Now I click, I Control Z in order to undo it, and I have to be careful with the place where I place the cursor. So now I want to reformat only from chapter 1. Okay, chapter 1, from chapter 1 forward. So I put the cursor here again, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for that. So I go to page layout, page setup, and mirror margin, and we increase the inside margin to 1.5 inches, and I choose this point forward, and let's see what happened. So ladies and gentlemen, let's double check. Okay, right now you can see the cover page is not affected because we don't want to change it right now. And blank page number 2 is not affected because we don't want to do anything. Now page 3, you can see here page 1, because we in chapter 1 introduction start from page 1. Page 1 is affected. So you can see the left margin. This is left margin. If you print it out, page number 1 gonna be the first page, and the left margin is big. It's 1.5 inches, and the right margin is 1 inches. So we're gonna staple here. You're gonna staple here, staple here, and staple here. That's one option. or you might want to punch holes. You punch hole, a lot of holes gonna go through the left margin of the odd page number. You punch hole, so or sometimes you glue the document. If your document is very long, you glue in, it gonna eat up some space, some margin. That is why we need to reformat our research document a little bit by increasing the inside margin from 1 inch to 1.5 inches. If you move to page number 2, you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it's different because when you can see the left margin is small, is still the same, is 1 inch. However, the margin for even page number, okay, all even page number, the margin now is increased to 1.5 inch. You know why? Why this happen? I want, ladies and gentlemen, to close your eyes a little bit. I am closing my eyes right now. You can see chapter 1, page 1, gonna be the first page, and the margin for page 1, the left margin is bigger, is 1.5, because you are going to staple it, you are going to punch holes in it, or you are going to, glue the document. So if you print out, ladies and gentlemen, if you print out page 1 and page 2 gonna be together, page 3 and page 4 gonna be together, page 5, 6 gonna be together, because we need to save the environment. We need to save some paper too. We don't want to print, one side only. We need to print double side. So 1 and 2 gonna be together. Let's imagine page 1. Page 1 gonna be the first page, and the margin of page 1 is big. It's big. It's 1.5. If you print page 2 on the other side, side B or side 2, you can imagine the margin of page 2. The margin of page 2, the right margin of page 2 gonna stay together with the left margin of page 1. And the right margin of page 1 gonna stay together with the left margin of page 2. Similarly, the left margin of page 3 gonna stay together with the right margin of page 4, and the left margin of page 3 gonna stay together with the left margin of page 4. When you print your document, both sides. So that's what we call, that's the concept of mirror margin. And ladies and gentlemen, this is so important. I encourage ladies and gentlemen to adjust your document from completing the research proposal to this new format. Okay, to this new format. I hope, ladies and gentlemen, find this useful. This is quite technical, and personally, I practice a lot too in order to see what Microsoft Word can do for us. So please, ladies and gentlemen, make the adjustment to your format. It is a must, ladies and gentlemen, to adjust the format from chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3 before you add chapter 4, chapter 5, and the final chapter. The reason is, at the end of the day, you are going to print out your research projects, or you're gonna print out the research thesis for some stakeholders. The first stakeholder is yourself. You want to bind it into a document, or into a book for your own personal use, or yeah, you know, it's a work that you have completed and you feel proud of. Therefore, you want a copy for yourself. And since your receipt paper is a long document, perhaps 40 pages or 45 or 50 or up to 100 pages, so you need to have the correct margin on the left for all odd page number, and the correct margin on the right for even page number, so that you can bind it or punch a hole in it or glue it. So you need to keep a copy for yourself. That's number one. Number two, your supervisor or your course lecturer might want a copy, because it's a good read for him. And if you work on your thesis, you need to master thesis or something like that. You need to have 3 copies, and 1 copy gonna go to the library for future reference. So I hope you take this important lesson to your heart, and make the adjustment right now to your research proposal before you start collecting data, and add more chapters to your research proposal. So I will see you again in movie 7, where we talk about a few more concepts related to page layout or format for the research paper. Thank you.